Can you believe it has been 30 years that this award show has been going on? 30 years. Let's get to it.
And I'm like, come on through, Cookie. I want to put my soapbox. That's basically it. Let's talk about drag and all its forms. What, Cookie?
Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is going to be my review for the 30th annual Soul Train Music Awards. That's right, the Soul Train Music Awards for 2017. Like I said, I can't believe it has actually been 30 years that this award show has been going on. So I was like literally like 15 years old when the first Soul Train Music Awards actually came on, and I was sitting dead in front of the television, and I have not missed one since. I've been there every year that it's actually aired. So, wow, it is what it is. But anyway, let's start off with the pre-show. So we had the pre-show, and it was actually, they did like little red carpet stuff, and it was more like the this year it was really patterned. Literally, like it was like watching the BET Awards. Honestly, did any of you all notice that it was like we were watching the BET Awards? Yeah, BET's is running things, and I wasn't crazy about that idea. The BET Awards is the BET Awards. Soul Train Music Awards has always had its own candor, so I didn't really care for the fact that it really looked exactly like the BET Awards. Even the little, like the pre-show is just like the outside party at the what is that called, the BET Experience thing that they have outside. Same thing, but whatever. So they had Simone Missick. She had this really, really pretty gold gown on, wearing the hell out of it. Like when I say wearing that, there was no room. You couldn't even see where she had space to breathe. It was just like painted on her. It looked really, really good. Hair was real pretty. She's a pretty girl. Then we had Rob Riley with his fine self. He had this bad cranberry velvet suit on, or basically velvet tux. It looked really, really nice. And then you had Leela James. Correspondent, not so much. Stick to singing. Anyway, moving on from that. The first performance was Seven Streeter. Seven Streeter came out there, broke it up. She did, she has it's not really she sampled Soon As I Get Home, which is Faith Evans. Because at first I thought she was actually going to just redo the whole song, because the chorus, she literally sampled that whole chorus, but it has her own thing to it. It was really good, and she danced down. Now, what I didn't understand was the shirt. Why the shirt? You got totally naked, and then you put this shirt on that just took away. I mean, she has a beautiful body and everything like that. It was like this whole like little netted panty and bra thing going on. And the boots, and all the dancers had them on too, and she looked just as good as the dancers, and she was dancing her little tail off. So I didn't understand the point of the silk shirt over top. It kind of threw me off. It was like you wanted to be naked, but then you didn't want to be naked. Like maybe something happened before you went on stage and took one of the guys' shirts. I don't know. Because it looked like that shirt could have belonged to one of the Migos. But, whatever. So, I didn't understand that. George Clinton. George Clinton has always had a way about what he wears, and I guess why he wears it. But I said, George, if you don't sit your ass down, he had this see-through blouse with all kind of ruffles and shit going on, and then he had a sparkly jacket, and then he had some type of, looked like a leather harness on. It just looked a mess, but that's George Clinton. He always looks a mess, but it was giving me very Hannibal Lecter tea. I was like, it was weird, but they caught him on the little carpet. He was so happy to be there. He was really enjoying himself, so that's always a good thing. Now, the most awkward interview on the red carpet was actually done by Rob Riley. He was interviewing that Kalani, and I didn't understand why she went there, at all. And it just threw his whole interview off. She threw him off. He just wasn't ready because he was doing a really good job being a correspondent. He was, really doing his thing. And again, he looks real good. So, every time he hit the screen, he was like, yeah, okay, whatever. What'd he say? Who cares? So he's interviewing her, and he says to her, they ask those off the wall questions. He says, that Tony Braxton's actually being honored tonight. What Tony Braxton's song depicts your love life? Now, why she went here, I'll never know, but whatever. She broke out and says, I don't know, because all her songs, they're basically about men, and I'm queer, so I don't know. Hey, Kalani, shut up. Shut up, because you've obviously had a colonic in your mouth, and you're just blurting out shit that's not necessary. Like, nobody cares. Like, who cares? There was no need. Like, I just didn't understand it. From one gay person to another, I didn't understand. The question had nothing to do with your sexuality and why you decided to take that time on the red carpet to bust out and say you're queer, and then queer? Really? Girl, sit down. Anyway, I didn't get it. I didn't understand it. And he just kind of, he was like looking, because he was thrown off too. Like, the fuck is she talking about? Goofball. Weird. And you could tell he was kind of a little uncomfortable. He didn't even know where to go with that. But he did the best thing. Don't go nowhere with it, baby, because if you say the wrong thing, then the LGBTQ community will be after you, and we don't need them after you. You just stay over there and be quiet and keep looking like you looking. Shh. And don't fool with Kalani. She got a colonic in her mouth, honey. She just needs to shut up. She's running her mouth too much. Nobody even cares. Shut up. Anyway, moving on. Then Erykah Badu came and had, one of her outfits. Erykah always got to give it to you. And Erykah. Again, another uncomfortable moment for poor Rob. He was interviewing Erykah. Erykah is so deep at points that you just be like, bitch, is you high? What are we talking about, really? What's really going on, Erykah? It's one of them type of situations. I was like, Lord have mercy. Poor Erykah. She's a weirdo. And poor Rob. It's like, okay. But again, he was just so thrilled to be in her presence that her weirdness didn't, He was like, all right, whatever. He made the best of it. And he did. He even talked about it later about he was just so happy to even be in her presence. I love Erykah Badu. But she do sometimes she's too damn deep for herself. It's a girl. That's a weed all over it, honey. But okay, girl. So that's basically it. Those were the highlights of the pre-show. It was a good pre-show. It wasn't too long, because a lot of times, like that BET experience, it'd be too damn long. You'd be like, okay, enough with them, honey. But it wasn't too long or anything. It was really good. That one little hour, and it kind of zoomed back because they had it set up really nice. So that was cool. I enjoyed it. Let's move on to the show. The opening was SWV. And they came out and they actually performed. Yeah. They were getting the, what was it? The Lady of Soul Award, is what they presented them with. I didn't understand why they opened the show, though. But whatever. But they had them open the show, and they did their little set. And I don't have anything bad to say about it. They were accompanied by Method Man and actually by, what is his name? You God? Or You God? I think it's You God. I don't know him. I don't know. I probably know something that he's done, but he just didn't strike a chord with me. When I seen him, I was like, Oh, whatever. Oh, let me go back for a little bit. Let me go backwards because him and Method Man actually came onto the red carpet. This was another awkward moment with Simone Missick, and she interviewed them real fast because she was talking to Teddy Riley, and then they came and they like hugged Teddy Riley and everything. Then they basically dismissed Teddy Riley like, okay, bye, see you, go ahead. And Method Man was looking good. He was so damn clean. Clean, 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 suited and booted. He was so clean. He looked so good. I said, check him out. He looked real good. And the little other guy, Ugard or whatever his name is, he looked nice too. But he just looked like somebody that don't usually be dressed up, that got dressed up. And you're like, oh, look, okay, he's uncomfortable. But Method Man was clean as hell. I was like, all right. But what was weird and made Simone nervous, she was saying, what can we expect from you tonight? You know, they always ask that. Why did Method Man look her right in her face and in the camera and say, I'm going to have my balls out? I said, oh my God. And she was like, China just threw her whole little piece off. I said, Lord, what's wrong with your people? I mean, what is wrong with your people? Method Man, cut it out. Anyway, moving on. So they came on perform with SWV. It was just okay. You know, it was just like being at a SWV concert. It is what it is. Love them dearly. They still sound good. But yeah, they the old bitches in the club, you know, still dancing and bouncing up and down and doing kicks and shit. Lily had on a goddamn knee brace and had it wrapped with some sequin fabric. I said, child, you old bitches. I understand, girl. Child, you better get you one of them ibuprofens and keep on singing and keep on dancing, honey. So I just kind of laughed at that. And when they got their award, I wanted to smack them in the face when they got up there and said, we ain't never won nothing. I said, child, is that a shout out to Little Richard? Anyway, so I was like, mess. And there's just something about accepting an award and reading off your phone. Something about it is so disingenuous. It's like, and I'd like to thank, child, I got to thank you. Oh, yes, it's from the bottom of my heart. No, it's from the bottom of your goddamn Motorola or whatever the hell you're using, honey. But there was something about that just kind of, I was like, whatever, y'all, go bye, y'all. And it wasn't Lily with the knee brace. It was Taj with the knee brace. Broke down, child, broke down. I cracked up, but she was you could tell Taj was having herself a good time. You could see it even when they were performing, she was like grinning. She was just glowing. She was really having a good time and really living in the moment. And it was good to see that with her because even watching her, I don't think she has the highest self-esteem of the girls. And I think she questions herself and her talent a lot. Just from seeing her in different, she's run the gamut of the reality TV thing. Remember, she had her own show with her husband. Then she was on with them. I always got a sense of self-doubt from her. So it was really good. I enjoyed watching her and how much fun it seemed as though she was having. But baby, you did it. I mean, don't worry about it. You have done what you've done. You are who you are to us. And you don't have to question yourself. We like you. We like you and we appreciate you. So you ain't got to question yourself. You should always be having a good time like that, not questioning yourself. Coco gonna carry whatever that is that y'all doing. Coco gonna carry it anyway, because that's the only person you be hearing. It's Coco. Y'all to back up anyway. Don't worry about it. You good. Okay. Erica came out, did her opening monologue. And, usually, like she said, she usually comes out and does some big number at the beginning. She does something musically, and she didn't. She just came out, and I thought this was really good. Y'all know I don't do the politics thing on my channel, but I was like, girl, yeah. She came out and took the one knee, paying homage to Colin Kaepernick. And I was like, all right, Erica. And I ain't touching no more of that. I'm going to leave that alone. But I was down with it. So I thought that was real good. You know, I love that Erica. So again, sometimes too deep for her own good. Anyway, so that was cool. And then she's so simple. You know, she had jokes. She was because she's a clown too. She has jokes. When she said, "Let me get on up off of this floor before Harvey Weinstein comes," I said, "Girl, if you don't shut your damn mouth." I said, "She a mess." Then she's making fun of Donald Trump. I said, "Lord have mercy." So, a mess. A mess. Erica, she don't give a shit. Say whatever she want to say. Okay, so then we move on. So then they had the Soul Train Certified Award, and that is exactly what it is. It's that Soul Train just sees you. It ain't, you know, it doesn't matter about a specific song or anything. It's just your overall career, your overall time in the public. You know, it's you're certified by Soul Train. They, you know, the board that runs it. We see you. That's what that award's about. And there was a tie, and the tie was between BBD and Lettucey. And Lettucey was so shocked. This was one of my favorite moments of the night. Another person who sometimes has self-doubt about who they are, and I don't know why Lettucey has this, because Lettucey is a beast vocally, and writing. Like everything she does, she is just phenomenal at what she does. Why she would ever doubt herself, I have no idea. But you could see the shock, and she just kept saying, "Wow." I'm like, "Girl, yeah," because I thought too that BBD was just going to be BBD and that would be it. But it wasn't. They see you. They see you. I've always seen you. I remember I was loving Lettucey back when Lettucey was selling her album out of her trunk of her car. That's how far back I go with following Lettucey. She's bad. And if you ever have a chance, go back and search some of her old stuff. Lettucey is sickening. There is nothing child plays. There's only one of her. You know, she's one of those people. So I can imagine what went across that table when they got to discussing where that award would go, because you can't not see her. She's vicious. Vicious. Love her down. Anyway, next award was Video of the Year. Went to Bruno Mars. Bruno wasn't even there, but whatever. Anyway, I think he's actually on tour overseas, because he wasn't at the AMAs either. Anyway, moving on. Tamar Braxton was next. Tamar did her song Blind. I don't like the song. I don't like the song, and I ain't real crazy about Tamar, okay? I like some of Tamar's music, but that Blind song for me, for some reason, it just doesn't grab me. And it very much gives me show tune. It's show tune, and I'm gonna give her this, because I'm gonna be fair, because y'all know I ain't big on her and her behavior. But I'm gonna be fair. She did perform the hell out of it. I just don't care for the song. I think the song is dry. But it was one old drag performance, baby, and it was a good drag performance. You know, she's doing that lately. She's coming and turning out these good drag performances where you're swinging too much hair and carrying on too much, like me, like a drag queen. You know, so it was good. And she had this. She looked like a baby doll. It was different to see her with black hair. Like she actually come out with black hair. She had a nice bob, and she looked like a toilet paper cozy. She looked really pretty. She looked like a baby doll. So she did. I mean, there was good things about it. It's me. It's, you know, there's nothing. There's no reads on anything. Like the vocal, she was spot on. The performance, too much for a cisgender woman, you know, but that's Tamar. You know, she's extra. She did a good job. I'm just not a fan of that song, you know, because you know all that fuss there was about her when she did the BET Awards and did My Man. I love that My Man song. Now, the performance was really over the top, but I was all right because I really, really love that song. But yeah, that Blind is just dry. I'd rather go Blind, girl. Don't do it. It's dry, like a graham cracker, baby. I can't fool with that song. But she did a good job. Moving on. Okay, so then they did the Soul Cypher. The Soul Cypher was really good. It always is. It always is. They used the Isley Brothers. music in the background. I said, come on with it. Come on with it. As soon as I heard it, I said, come on with it. And then they had Molly music. He was good. Fantasia, Slade, as usual. You know, that's just what she does. Slade. And then Bilal. I love Bilal. I love that damn Bilal. He just got this little thing. He is neo soul. Anytime you ever have a question about what is neo soul, Bilal is neo soul. Him and Music Soul Child, they're neo soul. Jill Scott, Erica, that neo soul. But yeah, as far as the males go, Bilal is like right in the pocket. He is neo soul. Fabulous. And then Faith Evans brought it on through at the end. It was good. It was really, really good. It was. Then they did this performance with this new group called Division. I don't know them. I had never heard of them, but I definitely going to look up some of their stuff because the little guy that sings the lead, he has a seriously vicious falsetto. I was like, wow, get down. He was getting on down. Now, after that, we had a performance by 112. I was like, all right, cool. Baby, that Q is still fine as wine. You understand me? Just as fine as he can be, honey. Like, it looks for him like it's literally like 5 years after they first came out. He is fine, fine, fine. You hear me? I said, okay. Now, the rest of them, you could actually see their age. And I was kind of laughing because they're doing their little moves. And I never really realized how much of the Michael Jackson shit that they was doing until tonight. I looked and I said, baby, they are giving me, honey, some more. I said, y'all working me. And then I said, but these are the moves. These are the moves that they were doing. And I never paid attention that there was that much Michael Jackson infiltration into their choreography. I was like, wow, and it just looked funny with them doing it as old grown men moving at a slower pace. I was like screaming, but yeah, that they was kicking it. They had me in here. I was like, yeah, that it's a shame. Child. Absolute. Cupid is one of my favorite boy group songs, if not my favorite boy group song. No, it's a toss up between Cupid and Spread My Wings by Troop. Something about those songs just do something to my spirit. But that is a shame. That shit be crunk. I said, child, that music gets started when you hear that child. I was in here getting it. So they were real good. Now, is it me or at the very beginning, was Slim lip syncing that first part? Does it look like he was lip syncing his part in the first part? But his mic was live. Yeah, he had a hot mic at the end of it, because he did some ad-libbing. But that first part, I'd be willing to bet money on that he lip-sync that first part of their number. And I didn't get mad at it or anything. What it made me, I was questioning, is he okay? Is something wrong? Is he all right? Because he always, he sings. He can really sing. So that was really kind of shocking to me. But yeah, y'all let me know in the comments what y'all think. But it looked to me like Slim was lip-syncing. But whatever. I hope nothing's wrong. I hope he's okay. And funny, and it's the funniest thing because he always looked like he was like the youngest one. He actually looks the oldest. Oh my God. Don't Slim look like a preacher? I said, come on, Pastor Slim. Anyway, they were good. They got down. Yeah, I enjoyed 112. I always do enjoy 112. Moving on. Tank. So y'all not gonna do me like this, honey. That damn Tank. Watch yourself, honey. Watch yourself, Tank. Quit playing with us like this. That damn Tank, it was just ridiculous. And then Erica started it. Erica, when she got down there talking about she liked her Tank, she wanted her Tank on Erica. I said, girl, Erica's letting you know, Tank, that she wouldn't mind a little taste, honey. Wouldn't mind a little taste. Now I'm telling you, if you go over there playing with Erica, you have to watch. Watch who came before you Andre 3000. Y'all know how crazy Andre is. And Carmen. She had Carmen wearing crochet pants. So you go over there playing with Erica, you better watch. Watch. She got a whole movement going on in her pants, honey. So don't go over there playing with Erica unless you're ready. But I see them on the red carpet with his she's his fiance. He's actually engaged. She's real, real pretty. They were sharp as hell in these emerald green outfits. They were sharp. But yeah, Tank sang When We and got half naked child, and it was a moment. It was a moment. Okay, let's move on past this, honey. About to get my dander up, honey. Let's move on. Michael Blackson. He's stupid. He's stupid. And him and Erica together, them two were ridiculous. They were ridiculous. I laughed at them so hard. I said, oh my God, these two, when they did their little skit, it was hilarious. Them two are funny. Erica's really funny. She could probably do comedy if she wanted to, because she'd do the hell out of a little skit. She's a clown, an absolute clown, but I love that little skit that they did together. It was real good. Next, Keisha. I like Keisha, but I have to tell y'all, I hate the song Incapable. I hate it. I hate it so much. And see, I'm going to have another one of those Tamar moments, but it's not. I don't really like Tamar as a person. You know, like her persona. I don't like her persona. I don't know her. I don't like her persona. I do like Keisha. But that Incapable, I just can't with that song. Something about it just turns me off. I don't like the song. And I really hate the stage performance of it. This whole Old Smoky Club and then that dance. And it just doesn't. Something about it is not cohesive. It just doesn't work for me. And it looks clownish. To me, you know, her whole thing that what she's trying to do, I don't like that look on her, and because it looks like she's playing dress up. And then the dancers, she has some, like her dancers, their stature is like, woo, look at these boys. They're like big, tall, sturdy boys, and they have these outfits. I'm like, what is these clown outfits? Like, the pants were short and they were striped. It was giving me vaudeville tees. That's what it gives. It's not giving me, because I think what she's going after is like the Cotton Club Harlem Nights feel. But what she's giving me is Barnum and Bailey type of tees. And every time I've seen this, I was like, mm-mm. And then the fact that she did the same performance. You did this at the closing of Love and Hip Hop. And now you right back up here with in front of these folks that watch the show and doing that same little. Get rid of it. I'll be glad when she moves past that. But I can't never not watch her. You know, I was like, I can go to the bathroom now. I can go get something to drink. But I can't not watch her, because every time I look up there, she looks just like my aunt Ruby. And I love my aunt Ruby. So Keisha just gets a little spot with me because she looks so much like my auntie Ruby, honey. But I'm like, all right, Keisha. But yeah, I can't with the Incapable. I don't like that song. But she sang the hell out of it. So it's again that, like it was with Tamar with me earlier in the evening. I can't take anything away from what you did. Her vocals were completely and dead on point. Dead on point. She sang the hell out of that old ugly song. Demetria McKinney, I like your catsuit. She had this midnight blue catsuit. I love the color. I love the cut of it. It was cute. It was cute and it was giving me like Metropolis. It gave me like a Metropolis feel. It was cute and different. Because, you know, Angel Brinks has about made me sick of a catsuit. Angel Brinks done every version of a catsuit that's beaded that you can think of. I don't know who did Demetria's catsuit, but it was cute. It was really, really cute. And who knows, it might be an Angel Brinks, but I don't think so. The beading didn't put me in mind of Angel. But yeah, I liked what she had on. Anyway, next award was Best New Artist, and that was SZA. and she wasn't there. I was like, damn, where's SZA at? But yeah, she got Best New Artist, which I can understand. She is really good. She's really good. I enjoy that little girl. She's real talented. I like her. Next, we had a performance. It was Kirk Franklin, Lettucey, Major, and Leandria, and they did the "Wake Up All the Children." They did a highly gospel heightened version of it. For all the people up there, the talent that was actually up there for that number, it gave me so what. I didn't have a moving gospel moment with them this evening at all. It was a lot of hollering. I was less than impressed with that. And I don't know why. It's crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I didn't have a moment. I didn't have a gospel moment with that. Not at all. I had more of a moment with during the cipher when Fanny took her little slight piece of the cipher and went gospel with it. I got more of a movement with that than I did with this piece. But I'm glad they always still do pay homage to the gospel side of things, and they always do add that to the show, and they better damn well keep on doing that. This one just didn't come through for me, but it's okay. They did what they could do. It was cool. Next, we had the Soul Train Legend Award, is what closed the show out. Miss Toni Braxton. Y'all know Tony's the girl. Tony's the shit. It just is what it is. And she gave you classic Tony when she actually took the stage. Classic Tony. But let's talk about leading up to it. So it was presented by Anthony Anderson. That was a good choice. You know, Anthony's always, and he didn't clown a lot. He was real serious about this, and it was cool. We had Ro James, who I discovered last year. He was doing a little piece, and I said, oh, he's real good. I discovered him at the Soul Train Awards last year. He did 7 whole days. I wasn't impressed. It wasn't bad, but I wasn't impressed. But what I did like is that they actually had a male do it as opposed to a female. So that was different. And I was like, okay, I said I kind of like the fact that they had a male do it as opposed to a female. And it didn't come across feminine at all. It was cool, but I wasn't impressed with it. It was just, okay, whatever. Then next we got Jessie J, who I love because that is a singing child. Couldn't hardly hear Jessie though. She was singing though, but her mic versus the music, I couldn't get what she was giving to me. And I'm thinking that it probably sounded different inside the auditorium. But yeah, something was going on. And I said, I wonder if it's, if they're hearing it the way we're hearing it. For some reason, I kind of don't think they are. But then to bring it all together was Luke James. Now, talking about getting your dander up, tell me why. And this is my favorite song by Toni Braxton. Luke James came out there and sang Unbreak My Heart. I'm going to need y'all to tell me why did I bust out crying while Luke James was singing Unbreak My Heart. When he got to the note and went all the way up in it to a place where Tony could never even go. It would take Tamar to get up there where Luke was at. And that I just busted out crying. I was like, oh my God, what is going on? I said, Luke, unbreak your heart. Now who's going to fix me, honey? Who's going to fix me? I'm sitting there, bust out in tears. He killed this. Killed it. Luke James broke Unbreak My Heart down the way that Fantasia breaks down shit when you say go up there and do Aretha Franklin. That's what he gave. He shut that tribute thoroughly down to the ground. I said, please, 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 please. If Luke James is not the next Marvin Gaye, I'll kiss your ass. And you know I ain't going nowhere near it, don't you? Fabulous. Tore it up. Honey, Tony stood up. I said, go on and stand on that, Miss Tony, because you know he tore it up, girl. Tore it down. Down. And break my heart. It was just too much. It was too much. Took me out. Anyway, so I had to get myself together. And then they go ahead, and then Tony took the stage. Dress sharp. Sharp. All beaded for, I'm a freak for all these beads, honey. Beaded fringe. Sharp. Bustier. Sharp. Long straight hair. Very much given her album cover from The Heat that I loved. It's my favorite album cover that she did. But anyway, so she got up there, was doing her stuff, and then it was a reveal. She ripped the skirt off, baby, and it was just a little short. I said, Tony. She brought it on her cute boot. Come on, Tony. Turned it out. Then she even came down, and you know what? Tell me, did y'all see this? Please tell me it wasn't just me. Tell me y'all seen this. Tony was doing her thing. Tamar, this is one time where I can say I honestly believe Tamar wasn't trying to make anything be about her. She was really enjoying watching her sister. She was proud of her sister, and it was very genuine. We got the real Tamar Braxton, the girl, not Tamar the caricature. And I think she was very happy for Tony. She was really enjoying herself watching the tribute and all of that. And then when Tony got up, she was really just having a good time. And at a point, there's this one piece of the scene where you see Evelyn. And of course, Tamar was over standing up dancing and she's mouthing words and she's partying. And Evelyn kind of looked at Tamar like, sit your ass down. It is not about you. So I was like, I kind of just laughed. I said, oh, wow. I said, see, you do all that shit you do so much that people can't give you a chance to be genuine. But I don't think she wasn't trying to steal the spotlight from Tony. Not this time. And the funny thing, I don't think Tony thought so either. I think Tony actually noticed how much fun Tamar was having as she came down and shared her moment, because it was her moment. See, because that's how Tony is. Tony is pretty selfless, especially when it comes to them sisters. She came down to Josie when she came down and let Tamar sing a little bit with her. Tamar would have never done that if the shoe was on the other foot. If the shoe was on the other foot, baby, it'd have been a broken Louboutin. She would have never done that. But I was happy. I was just happy because they fight so much. That's why I don't watch their show. Their show's hard to watch. I watch a lot of reality and people fight and argue and throw drinks and do all that shit. And it's funny to me and I don't care nothing about it. But there's something about the fact that they are actually real sisters. And you know that when the camera stops rolling, the shit is still going down. That it's hard for me. I can't do the Braxton family values. I can't. It's very hard for me to watch that. Same thing with Mary. You know when the camera stops rolling that Tina is still being a bitch to Erica. I can't. I can't watch them. I can't do it. I just can't. Anyway, I'm all off on something else. Anyway, so Tony gets up there and Tony accepts, she does her little stuff, turned it out. It was really cute. Did her what she did. He wasn't bad enough for me. And the girls came out. I said, come on, Tony, bring it on through. She still can do it, honey. They did the little, I always love that little breakdown. That breakdown is everything. It's very simple, but it's very her. Like, it was perfectly done for her because she's not no fierce dancer or anything, but that has always been a showstopper. I've always loved that. Always loved that. But then I want to end with this piece right here. Why did I fall out screaming and laughing when Tony was like, is Mr. and Mrs. I'm gonna show them, are they here? Y'all know them. And I'm like, who are I? I thought she was talking about some name. Are they Indian or Arabian? What name is that? I don't know these people. Honey, and then she said, Mr. and Mrs. I'm gonna show them. I said, Tony, you goddamn fool. Tony got jokes. I said, I know that's right. That was really funny. That was really cute and really, really funny. I thought it was an excellent show. I really, really enjoyed myself watching it. I really did. It was really, really good from the beginning all the way through to the end. And baby, did y'all see that hat? that Erica wore at the end. Psh, y'all don't want none of Miss Erica, honey. Miss Erica does it for me. Anyway, until next year, I will see you guys. Thanks so much for watching this video. I enjoyed myself. I hope y'all did too. Leave it in the comments. Let's talk about it. All right, y'all. Later.